G'day everyone, and welcome back to Brook Farm. It's currently 3:06 AM and unfortunately we have got a issue with the seeder. Poor George, he's having such a good night. He had just come in for a fill. He's filled, he's doing his seed check, and he's noticed that there's no ag star coming out the pipes. So he's like, well, what's going on here? And then he's been running it and checking it and standing next to the motor, like the hydraulic motor, and he said it sounds absolutely atrocious, like there could be a bolt or something, wedged in there and it's just grinding away. So yeah, we'll go and have a look and see what's up. I'll turn this light off, and you can see how little he's got left to go in this paddock, which is a shame. So we'll go on, we'll see what the issue is, and we'll see if we can fix it. So I've made it here, and what's happened?
So basically, I reckon there is something stuck in the auger.
So when this is rotating, that's making a hell of a noise?
Yeah. So I've took that bottom plate off with a bucket underneath, and that flows.
That there? Yep.
Yeah, so I know that isn't blocked.
Okay.
Running that when I'm stood out here, an awful sound, it's not running right.
Yep.
So yeah.
Alright, well, we might just run a calibration just so I can turn it on and off and just hear it.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll dump the whole thing and see what's in there.
Yeah.
Where shall we put YouTube?
Well, obviously
We'll put you there.
I don't have the app to like do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. That ain't good. Right, yeah, no. That's something.
Yes.
Right.
That cast.
You heard that, right? Alright, let's let's dump it. Yep. Go fast. So we've got the bin empty, and there isn't any obvious signs in that auger. Just having a quick look up. So we're just going to move the truck out the way, and then move the auger out the way, and then we will probably take the chain off, and then just try and flip it over by hand. And if we can do that, then we'll run the hydro motor on a calibration without the chain on, and just see if it's the hydro motor. In hindsight, probably should have done that first, but anyway, we'll see what our issue is. You can pull them out both ways, but we will just turn it over by hand first. Definitely something in the auger, by the feel of that.
Oh yeah.
Try and rotate it, no, the other way, and then it'll all come out towards me. No?
Still seems.
Yeah, there's grips on there in the top of my toolbox. Yeah, I'm just going off the cog. Haven't seen anything big come out yet.
definitely, you know, tight.
Yeah. Alright, but that's all clear. So which bearing's gone? You got one on that side.
I'm like,
You got one just there. Or there's one just here. I mean, they were both replaced last year, by the end of last year. Right.
kind of with these as well.
Yeah, so you got to take the cog off. Just when you're rotating, you can just feel that there's something there, can't you?
Oh yeah, like it's quite hard to rotate the whole way around.
We're going to have to take the auger out.
Like there's constant pressure on it.
So what we're going to do is we're not sure if it's a bearing or something. Probably is a bearing. So we need to take this whole auger out to get to the bearings. So we're going to give that a go. In order to get this auger out, George.
I shit myself.
George has just taken the cog that was off the back there. So that's our sensor cog. He's now going to undo that bearing there, and then just use the brake cleaner to clean your thread up. And then I undo that bolt there, and then it should slide out, but normally you got to give it some encouragement. The other side is a ratchet span. Now you've got it off, I could probably give you a... No, you can just do it. You can just do it by hand. No. I've unscrewed it enough that my ratchet has got stuck. There we go. At least I've cracked it. Be able to get that with a spanner now. Go and get some tools. Get your plugs in. I'm just going to gently pry it off here, and we'll see if it moves. If it not, you've got that hammer there to give it some gentle encouragement. Do you want to give it some gentle encouragement?
Just give the arms a break. It's such an awkward angle.
It's 3:55, there's no time for a break. Okay, we're back from the shed. We've got our proper punch that we use to get these out and adjust headers. So, have you got your earplugs back in? Because it's about to get loud. I think what's happened is using that as like bird the edge.
Yeah.
we've moved that, I think.
Gotta take a little bit off.
Can you rotate for me, please?
Is it too big to carry on going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that should slide yours. Actually, just hold there. It is this bearing, so just...
Cool.
So, I'll tell the good folk of YouTube. And then,
Hey guys, it wasn't my fault, it was the bearing. Get that on record.
So the issue we had on the other side was that this was burred, so we couldn't actually get the bearing, the pipe through. But we got it off in the end, and the bearing is just completely toast. So that, it was all George's fault. No, it wasn't George's fault at all.
You need to play the clip before you say it.
So it is just completely toast, so we're going to take this back to the shed, and hopefully we've got one back there. Right, back at the shed. You can see the bearing now in the light. She's toast. So George will give it a petrol bath, get it all cleaned up, and I'll go up the loft and see if we've got anything labelled under Borgo bearings, and if not, we need to find a number off this and change it. When you buy the Borgo, you get this care package box. There was nothing in the loft, nothing labelled anyway. So I've sort of gone through most of it. There is a box here with a bearing in it. I'm hoping that that is the right size. About to find out. George has got it all nice and clean now. Look at that, it doesn't even look like it's broken.
That's what I thought.
You flip it over and it's all rusty though. So that's obviously got ag flow in there at some point, and it's buggered it. And I'm hoping that that is that. So that's my locking collar. Can you read the numbers?
Well, the numbers, they're slightly, you know.
Oh. There it is.
See?
They look to me like they're identical. And that cap falling off the back does worry me.
Is this cap though on here plastic?
Yeah.
Plastic.
So I found one in the loft. That's our old bearing. That's our one that we had replacement in the box in the shed. But the back of it comes off, and I just feel that in ag flow we're gonna have the same issue.
I mean, like that one looks better from the...
And the same on the verniers, same physically looking. A 205-014. And for anyone playing at home, it's now 5 o'clock. Alrighty, 20 past 5. We've got the new bearing in, so we shall head out and install it. I think I still got to move on my cogs, So he's got it on there, and mine's all bolted in back on this side. Just going to put this chain on. George is going to bolt his side up there, and then we'll start the tractor. We'll just do a calibration just to make sure that the auger's free flowing and it's all good, and it's going to be. And after that, we're then going to flip the auger around. We then just need to fix the spout. The spout fell off when we were loading into the truck. Once we've done that, then we can then fill George and send him on his way for the last.
Probably half an hour.
Yeah, well, it's 5:45 at the moment. So George has finished putting the bearing on. We haven't put the cog on yet. We just wanted to do a cow just to see what it's like. It should be fine. And that's much better. Got to pack away all my tools back into the old toolbox there. The next thing we're going to do is the auger spout. Up the top there, we might be able to see on the top of the wally there, there's that giant pile of fertiliser that came out of here, and I was just a bit late turning the auger off, and when we went to just hop up and move it around, the weight in the auger just obviously ripped the thing, so we just got to do that before we can then fill George and get him on his way. But at least it's a lovely sunrise for the morning at 5:56. Okay, last job is to put our spout back on, which George is carrying up now. Whew, it's a lovely sunrise. It shouldn't be that funny, but I think because I'm just tired. 6:20, the sun is coming up, and we have finally got everything back together. That spout up the top is not ideal. That will come off during the year. We're going to have to fix that, but we just needed to get going. But other than that, the auger's working, and yeah, we're filling. So by the time George finishes filling, it'll be probably time for shift change anyway. I'm going to go have some breakfast. With the seeder now underway and rolling, and Dad's taken the Wally back down. It's all been filled up. It's now time to pull this out and then get serious about some mice spreading, because George, obviously you see him at night, and George has told us that there's quite a lot of mice around, and even when he's outside doing seed checks, they're running around his feet. So we need to go and give them something to eat so they don't eat our canola. So let's get this thing sorted, ready to roll. So there's a couple things I need to do in order to calibrate this. First, this is like an active, well, they call it dynamic weighing system, because it's got the scales on there. It weighs itself as it's going along and adjusts the rate to make sure that it's going out correctly. It calibrates itself as it goes. When we're using mouse baits, because we're only going at 1 kilo a hectare, it just can't, the belts can't go that slow, and it just doesn't work. So I've got to get into the screen, I've got to turn dynamic weighing off. I then need to fold down, and then even though George and I just put everything on the back, we need to take the spinners off so we can put some trays there to test it. Because then what we do is I need to change it so I can do a calibration in here, do a simulated speed, get it rolling, do a hectare, and then just check. Because instead of going 1 kilo a hectare, you tell the screen you're going 50 kilos a hectare, because again we put that false door on and all that. So that's, yeah, we got a bit of a process to go through to get this to work, but we'll get there. So I've got our bucket all full, got our calibration, so it's 0.8, or cal factor I should say. So I can put that in the screen now, and we'll load this into here, and then we should be right to do some calibrating and some testing, and then go and kill some mice. Right, got the screen sorted, the door sorted, all that. We're just going to do our calibration. We've got our scales here that we will weigh it on, and it should be 1 kilo that comes out. Alright, so we're doing our calibration. So we've just done our first cow, and that is 1/2 kilo. So I'll speed that up, I'll go 100 kilos a hectare. Yeah, 100 kilos a hectare.
So what's it saying?
It's at 50 kilos a hectare now.
Right.
So I'm going to put that to 100
Yep,
to
that's
get
if
to...
it's, yeah.
Or is it 75? No, it's 100. I'll go 100. So I'm just adjusting my rate, changing that. We had that at 50 kilos a hectare, but that's coming out a little bit too, it's only at 500 grams. So we want a kilo, so I've changed it to 100, back in there. Ready to roll back there?
Yep.
So we're underway. You can see it's slowly coming out. It's not a fast operation, but we are only going such a small rate. And if I get out of that, this is my hectare counter, so I need to stop that at 2 hectares. Right, let's see what that weighed. 600 grams so far. 1.1. So at 100 kilos. So I guess if we bring that down to 90, we should be right. 90 kilos a hectare now, and hopefully that should be pretty much bang on. And then Dad will be able to go and kill some mice. 500. Oh, look at that. Not sure if you guys can see that, but that's a kilo. So there we go.
Mad doggo man Mats.
On our way down to the paddock, and just give Dad a refresher course on the spreader. And Levi, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see, but he is nearly finished that paddock. So once he's finished there, we'll be going into this back piece here. Dad's spreading away there. I'm just following behind because Levi has got one more pass to do and he's finished the paddock, so we'll top him up with some canola for the next paddock, get him in there, get him started, and yeah, keep going. So Levi's finished the paddock and he's coming here. We'll load him up with some canola and get him started in the new paddock, and Dad is on his second lap round with the spreader. Both Levi and Dad are sorted. Levi's going to start that new paddock, which will be ideal, and then by the time he's done his 3 outside laps, it'll be fairly close to George coming back on, just because of how long it takes him. Hopefully he doesn't get too many blocks. It is quite a warm day today, so the stubble should flow quite freely through the bar. So I will leave them to it. And Henry, I'm not sure, he's spraying, but the wind is starting to get up, so he might have to pull up a bit in a little bit. Levi has just finished doing a fill. He did it by himself. I was over at the neighbour's place looking at a demo bar. So that was interesting. But yeah, Levi filled and everything was alright. So I'm now just going to go and take this truck back, fill it up, get it all ready for shift change. Because our time at the moment is it's 1:30, but because he's on his outside laps, it's going to take him quite a while to get him done. He's on his second one now, but yeah, it's still taking quite a while. So it won't be until shift change now that he'll need his next fill. Getting the special treatment. I don't even have to get out and load it. Henry's doing it for me because it's too windy to spray. And I reckon I'll leave the video there, guys. Nothing more exciting is going to happen today. Just got shift change to come. Dad's out killing mice. Henry can't spray. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.